Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to Star Codes, the forecast where we look at an upcoming event in the stars and numbers, the astrology and numerology, and the forecast is for all signs. Now we're going to focus on a really beautiful mini grand trine, which is two sextiles and a trine. It creates a triad, a triangle between Saturn, Uranus, and Mars. Now, this is really an exciting moment that happens on April 4th, so 4-4, and with an incredible universal date as well, which we'll go into in a moment. So what is going on is that Saturn has been sextile Uranus, and they're moving into their first exactitude on April 4th, and then they'll come together a couple more times. But for the first meetup of Saturn and Uranus, Mars is joining the party. Mars is actually creating a party, being a planet of a lot of passion and enthusiasm, and coming in and taking that sextile between Uranus and Saturn and adding a trine from Mars to Saturn and a sextile from Mars to Uranus, which creates that triangle. And it's so exciting because it really ignites the other two planets. You know, Mars really puts the ignition switch on. It fires things up. So Mars is coming in and igniting what really is an awakening. So there's going to be a wake-up call that you'll feel in your life around this time. And it will extend also into the rest of April, just because we're going to have Mercury move direct and then Venus move direct and a lot of other events that are unfolding also at the end of April, which I'll go into in the future. But it's really like the ignition switch is turned on and we are being called to wake up to something in our life and also to other collective events that we may have thought of in one way and now realize there's more to it, kind of thing. So what this aspect is creating, or these three aspects are creating, is the ability to make a change. You know, Uranus is truly about change, and Mars stimulates everything and enjoys adventure and change. And then Saturn makes it all real and keeps it stable and creates a teachable moment as well, and really presides over the impact of the change, feeling almost destined because Saturn rules karma. So we will be making some constructive changes in our life that free us up from limiting beliefs, limiting attitudes, limiting programming and habits, and reform those and reform the structures that possibly are enabling that kind of thought process or belief system. So it is actually very deep, but it's exciting because the harmony between these three planets is so beautiful. And the actual triangle happens at 24 degrees as well. And 24 is the number of love and nurturing and family and wealth and abundance and everything to do with the 24 hours of the day. So how we choose to spend our time and use our resources and our energy. So we'll be able to find solutions to old problems that maybe have been following us for a long time and turn those into inspiration. In fact, Uranus is going to provide a lot of inspiration, and we can then take that inspiration and create something very real, which is where Saturn comes in. So Mars fires it up, gets us passionate. Uranus provides the incredible intuitive downloads, and Saturn makes it real. So it's a fabulous combination. Now let's look at the date a little more closely. So 4/4/2025 has a double 4, which is the number of manifestation. It also is the number of the enigma. It is a number of organization and creating plans. It governs anything to do with getting into the earth and making things real. And the whole date, 4/4/2025, adds up to 17. 17 is the immortality number. That's how I coin it, because 17 really is about leaving a lasting legacy behind. And it reduces to 8, the eternal number, the number of infinity. So the other thing is that 8 and 4 are the two numbers of destiny and fate in numerology. So when they come together, there's a really big activation of fateful events or destined events, or following your calling, understanding the importance of why you're here. And keep in mind that April in 2025 adds up to 13. We're in a 13 universal month all month long, and 13 reduces to 4. So 13 is the genius number. So we have a triple 4 activated on that Friday, the 4th of April, coupled with this number 17, the immortality number. So just the numerology code itself is really out of this world, because anything in triplicate, including this triad of planets, makes it part of creation. The number of creation is the triangle, the mother, father, child's triangle. So yeah, this is really, really exciting, because many things can be manifested, actualized. We can take control of plans now. We have tremendous abundance opportunities, because 17 and 8 also are connected to leadership, abundance, financial flow. And the Saturn sextile Uranus aspect, like I said, goes on for a while longer into 2026. It's just being ignited with Mars for the first meetup. And that connection between Saturn and Uranus, which will move from, it's currently in Taurus where Uranus is, and Pisces where Saturn is, and they're both going to move into their new signs. Remember, all the outer planets are moving to new signs, and Uranus will soon be in Gemini, and Saturn will soon be in Aries. So they're going to still continue this sextile as they do their moving and toing and froing, they're retrograding and moving direct over the next year or so. So they bring a huge amount of spontaneity, creativity, and creative brilliance, and a quest for independence. But the independence is measured through being responsible. So you feel this freedom and responsibility at the same time. So the liberation comes with an obligation. You can think of it that way. So these are the key themes that are being brought into harmony through the 60-degree sextile. And Saturn really harnesses your ability to manifest what is most important, so you do feel liberated, so you do feel free to pursue what brings you joy. So this is a fabulous period of time to actualize stunning results. And then when Mars comes in and Mars sextiles Uranus, there's a great intensification, a passionate creativity that comes into play. And of course, the independence quest is through the roof with these two planets. So a lot of quick decisions can be made, and surprises may show up, developments that were unexpected, and your goals can be directed now, really directed forward with great results. So it's fun, it's exciting, it's adventurous, and you're open to manifesting change in your life. And then the Mars trine Saturn aspect gives you a lot of energy to take care of what is necessary, so any duties you have, but it also enhances your willpower. It gives you incredible concentration. It helps your perseverance to be enhanced. So you want to use this aspect to follow through on any project that might be lingering, especially because of the two retrogrades. Like anything that you want to birth now, once the two retrogrades, meaning Venus and Mercury, are done and over with. For Mercury, that's April 7th. For April 12th, that's Venus. So after that sort of 12th, 13th, 14th time period, you can really take a hold of your plans, all your ideas and projects that you want to actualize. And the perseverance with Saturn and Mars in a trine is going to help you take your project very seriously. And so you may put a lot of effort into it, but that's fine. You're going to remember the immortality number is activated. So whatever you create around this time is going to leave behind a legacy. So it's a fabulous time to think of something that you really want to work on and make it happen. Now, Saturn, on Saturn's part of this triangle, right? We've got 3 points here. On Saturn's point, we've got other planets around Saturn. Saturn's in a powerful stellium with Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde, and Neptune, which just moved into Aries. So these 4 planets, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, Neptune, they're all sextile to Uranus. They're all trine to Mars. And this really activates this incredible triad even more. So since Mercury and Venus are located in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces and absolutely loves Pisces, they're harmonizing Uranus in Taurus, which is Venus's sign, so creating a wonderful beauty, pleasure, wealth, abundance, love, connection here. And then all of those planets, Saturn, Mercury, and Venus, are also harmonizing Mars in Cancer. And that is incredible because Cancer and Pisces, where Saturn, Mercury, and Venus are located, are both water signs. So they create so much beautiful flow between them, literally because of the water sign, but also because of the trine. So there's a lot of opportunities to ground your intuitive inspirations. They're so fertile now. Creativity is really on fire. Remember, Mars is igniting everything. So you're literally fertilizing your heart and mind with this inspired guidance that you're getting. So really listen closely, listen to that inner still voice that's connected. Obviously, that's part of the divine flow of energy that you have access to at any moment in time. You can call it angelic, you can call it God, you can call it your guides. Whatever the name is that you choose to use, it is very, very fertile and open now. And because this is happening in Pisces for the stellium of Saturn, Venus, and Mercury, Venus and Mercury are retrograde, of course, you're able to let go much more easily because Pisces is the final sign. It cleanses, it heals. So the letting go and the release of what is not for your highest good is much more effortless now. So that means that whatever inspiration comes through is coming to a clean, open slate. So as long as you're willing to let go, remember change is a huge part of this period right now, is if you're willing to change and transform and let go of what no longer is helping you, supporting you, then the ability for you to create miracles is absolutely incredible. Remember that this is happening while the sun is in Aries. Mars is part of this triad, and Mars and Aries are action, and they renew energy. April begins a season. It begins spring in the Northern Hemisphere, where things burst out of the ground, right? The seeds are blooming. And Aries also and Mars govern leadership, moving forward unimpeded and uninhibited into a new way to explore. So that means spiritual leadership will be ignited because remember the stellium is in Pisces, a super spiritual sign, and Cancer is where Mars is, another very deeply intuitive sign. So this is an incredible call to action where you will move forward in your environment and receive intuitive insights on how to do that with fearlessness, with courage, with confidence. Really, the fearlessness is absolutely key right now. And of course, you can be fearless in all parts of your life. Change can be literally physically, like moving to another place or visiting a part of the world you haven't been to and being fearless about that. And of course, astrology has the magic potion for you to find your best places to go, your best places to live, to move. That is the overlay of your astrology birth chart, your birth promise onto the world map. It's called Astrocartography, and I have a wonderful free masterclass for you that is really exciting. That'll tell you all about astrocartography. You can watch it at positivelocations.com. It's called Astrocartography, the Power of Fortunate Places, and it literally will show you how astrocartography points out the negative, challenging locations and the highly positive locations in your life and reveal so much more. It's free. It covers celebrity examples that really make it clear and show you the potent, incredible accuracy of astrocartography. So enjoy that at positivelocations.com and have a beautiful week. And I will see you in next week's Star Codes podcast. Lots of love. Now, to help you find that magic place using this magical time, now to help you find your magic places to live or move to, now to help you find your magical locations on Earth, in your neighborhood, it goes literally to the minutia. Now to help you find your magical places, the fortunate places to visit, to travel to live or move to, even within your neighborhood, to frequent, because this goes to the minute level as well, go to positivelocations.com for a wonderful free masterclass where you'll learn all about astrocartography, including lots of celebrity examples. Accurate this incredible divination art is. It's a science, the overlay of your astrology birth chart onto the Earth map. So enjoy that free masterclass. It's instant access at positivelocations.com. Have a beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week for our next Star Codes podcast. Lots of love.